Welcome back. In the last class, we continued to build our framework of true success by discussing the 8 determinants which influence accomplishment and success in our lives. We discussed the central importance of having a clear vision of whatever it is that we wish to accomplish, because our vision provides our focus, sets our direction, and guides all of the other factors. Today, we explore the vision of true success. As I discussed in the first class, our vision came from talking with many people about the nature of success, beginning with that first group of 35 teachers. If you remember, they named the qualities, skills, and attributes of truly successful people. They came up with such things as being self-aware, having good thinking and problem-solving skills, following one's passions, caring about others, and giving back to the community. Over time, we collected hundreds of responses. This process revealed a more profound view of success, one of a richer, more meaningful way to live life. As we reflected on these themes, a clear vision emerged of what it means to live successfully. The vision is living our true nature as best we can, right here in this moment, and helping others to do the same. Let's take some time to clarify and explore the 4 parts of the vision. The first piece of true success is living our true nature. Living our true nature is the core of the vision of true success. Living our true nature means being who we truly are on a deep level, as a human being and as the unique person that we are. It's not about the habits or roles we've taken on in life, such as always trying to be good, always pleasing people, or being the mediator or the achiever. Living our true nature is living in a way that brings forth our aliveness, our joy, and our wisdom. It is living authentically. When we are in our true nature, we feel grounded and satisfied, and we develop a sense of our innate potentials. Even though true nature is not a term that we commonly use, the idea of success having to do with being who we truly are makes intuitive sense to most people. What would your life look like if you live as your true self? Wouldn't your life be more successful if you lived more authentically? True nature can be a little mysterious sounding, but most of us have had the experience of being connected with our true nature, even if we don't have a name for it. It could be when we're playing our music, skiing down the mountain, hiking in the woods, learning something new which excites us, or being with someone we deeply care about. When we touch into our true nature, it feels good. It feels right. Something deep within us comes alive. A passion gets ignited. And suddenly, we're in the flow and feel our natural self. In those moments, we feel vibrant and at home. Some call it being in the zone. You know this place. Take a moment and reflect. Where do you feel most alive in your life? See if you can touch into this experience right now. Can you feel the energy, the joy? Doesn't it feel good to touch into this place? Don't you feel more connected with yourself? This is a taste of being who you truly are. Most of the time, we only do this in a few areas of our lives, but we're talking about living our true nature across our lives. Living our true nature is the central feature in the vision of true success. And since it's such an important piece, it will be a common thread throughout the course. Now, let's move on to the second part of our vision. First, we live our true nature. Second, as best we can. When we're talking about our best, we mean the best we can, given the conditions of our lives. We measure success by our own life and no one else's. We all have different biology, We all live in different circumstances, so we look at success in relation to our life. Let me tell you about Shelley. Her story will help to make this clear. Shelley was born with a number of disabilities. She had problems with her vision and had some intellectual disabilities. This made her life challenging, but as a young adult, things got worse. She developed a mental illness and shortly afterwards, a seizure disorder. Any single one of these would be challenging to any of us, and yet Shelley met these challenges with determination and grace. Wherever Shelley went, people were happy to see her. When she came into the office, she was friendly and outgoing. She was a deeply caring person. She made sure to check in with the receptionist, asking how she was doing and referencing some detail from their conversation during her last visit. In each appointment with me, she had the same warm manner. She genuinely asked how I was doing and spent a few minutes offering me support, commenting on my busy schedule and hoping I was having a good day. In each session, we talked about her plans to be healthy. One day, she talked about getting in shape. Over time, she lost 30 pounds through her determination by working out at the gym, watching her food intake, and going for walks. In the years that I had known Shelley, she worked hard to do her best. She liked to learn new things and bring greater awareness to her life. Even with all her difficulties, she volunteered at the local animal shelter, bringing her deep concern and caring to the animals. Not surprisingly, everyone at the shelter loved her too. She lived and expressed her true nature the best she could, given the conditions of her life. Shelley teaches us that living successfully isn't necessarily hindered by having innate difficulties. Shelley's ability to be with life as it is and meet its challenges is one of the greatest examples of true success that I know. She made the world a better place. People were inspired by her way of living. They experienced her as a beautiful human being and wanted to be part of her joy. But let's clarify an important point. If you have a privileged life with many gifts and opportunities, but you do very little with it, that's not being truly successful. The idea is that true success is based on our own life and no one else's. We measure success by the conditions of our life and the choices we make in working with them. Each of us lives with our own unique conditions. We each have our own genetics, our own experiences, our own gifts, and like Shelley, our own specific challenges. We each grew up in different environments, from opulence to slums, from idyllic countrysides to war-torn cities. Some of us are supported, while others are oppressed. There are countless variations, and most of us have a complex mixture of opportunities and challenges. Take a moment and reflect on the conditions of your life. What gifts do you have? What challenges do you face? Your success is shaped by your circumstances. In true success, we develop our true nature as best we can. But since we live in a driven society that can be quite harsh at times, it's important to clarify that the best we can is not a relentless push. It's not constant pressure. The best we can is a determined effort, like Shelley's, to live a fulfilling life. But our best is also balanced, relaxed, and very accepting of our circumstances. It's not driven. It's not perfection. Acceptance is key. I once saw a bumper sticker which said, "Bloom where you're planted." The idea is that we can be successful anywhere and in any given circumstance when we live and express our true nature as best we can. Let's reflect for a moment. Are you living your true nature as best you can, given the conditions of your life? Are you blooming where you're planted? If not, it's okay. In this course, we'll be introducing some skills that will help you to do this. In the vision of true success, we live our true nature as best we can. And when do we begin? We begin right here, in this moment, which is the third part of our vision. Living truly successfully happens in this moment. True success is not an outcome or destination. It is not something we have to chase. It's not about money, fame, power, or winning. Remember, Shelley didn't have any of these. True success is a mindset. It is a way of being. It is a way of engaging the world. We live and express our true nature right here, right now. We do our best to bloom in the moment, given the conditions of our lives, including the conditions which are present right now. If we are sick, tired, hungry, stressed, if our day just fell apart, we still do our best to live our true nature. Now, we probably wouldn't bloom as well as we would if we were rested, energized, and supported. But that's not the point. True success is in this moment, not tomorrow. This brings us to the final part of our vision. We help others to do the same. Once we have touched into our true nature and we embrace it, we help others to do the same. This speaks to our interconnected world. As humans, we are socially connected. We live in an interesting juxtaposition, the individual and the collective. We are individual beings with unique lives, different potentials, and creative minds, each making our own individual choices. Living in the West, the individual is emphasized. But at the same time, we are also social creatures living collectively, which has historically been emphasized in the East. So we are both East and West, individual beings living in an intimately interconnected world. We are even interconnected across the globe. The internet helps make this possible. There are numerous examples of our interdependence. For example, we cannot make our breakfast without the contribution of farmers, truck drivers, shopkeepers. And we cannot educate our children without the support of teachers, tutors, administrators, and those who maintain our schools. Don't you want all of them to be successful? It is good for them. It is good for us. It is good for the world. No one gains individual achievements without the support of many others. And at the same time, an individual can have a great impact on the collective. In other words, we are all in this together. True success is helping others live and express their true nature, and when we do, we all benefit. I know Shelley helped me to get in touch with and express my true nature. She is one of my role models for living a truly successful life. This then is our vision of true success. Living our true nature as best we can, right here in this moment, and helping others to do the same. Let's take a few moments to understand some of the deeper implications of this vision. In our investigation, when we asked people to consider their definition of success, they often said, it depends on the individual, or there's not a single definition, or success is individually based. Well, yes and no. We have given a definition of success that is the same for all of us, to live our true nature. We are all headed in the same direction, towards a meaningful, fulfilling life. We are all following our passions and developing our gifts. We are all working to effectively communicate with others. We all aim to be contributing members of our community, and we are all developing our personal and social competence. However, Even though we are all headed in the same direction of living our true nature, our expressions look different. We all have individual aspects of our true nature to manifest and share. Shelley had hers, I have mine, and you have your own unique aspects. We each have different passions, different talents, different callings. So success has an individual expression. Another implication of our vision of true success has to do with the idea of who can be successful. Looking back to the story of our discussion on true success with the teachers, we had asked them to think of truly successful people and name their qualities. Generally, they had very few people on their list, and most often, it didn't include anyone from their personal life. Then we asked if they had put themselves on their list of truly successful people. Not one of them had. This same pattern repeated across the different groups we met with. Again, people told us that they had no one from their personal life on their list of truly successful people, including themselves. Something is wrong with this picture. In our current success culture, success is limited to an elite few. Society's version of success is out of reach for most. But success is not meant to be restricted to the lucky few, to those blessed with abundance, or those chosen by fate. In our vision of true success, success is available to each and every one of us. We can all express our true nature as fully as possible, enjoying what really matters and living a wonderful, meaningful life. In other words, we can have true success for all. This is not a fairy tale fantasy. It's not a pipe dream. It's not a red carpet reserved for a few. Success is for you and me. When more of us express our true nature, the world will be a much better place. Our vision of true success gives us focus and direction. We are focusing on becoming whole, healthy, authentic human beings who are living our true nature right here in this moment. This is the lens through which we measure our lives. This is the ground upon which we stand. In any given moment, in any given circumstance, you can ask yourself, is this who I truly am? With this question, you open the door to your own success. The direction of this course is to introduce you to skills and practices that will help you connect with and live your true nature. You'll learn how to access and develop your personal and social competence. We'll show you how to better understand yourself, others, and the world, and how we can grow and evolve into successful human beings and communities. The purpose of this course is to help us all live truly successful lives. This concludes our introduction to true success. In the next class, we dive into part 1 of the course called Human Beings 101. I look forward to meeting with you next time.